Hey my peeps, my family, my friends, my supporter, to each and everyone. Here I am again. This is going to be my fourth meal for the day that I'm preparing. As I said, I do a lot of different cooking, different type of meals, different type of things is on my menu. However, today for dinner my focus is going to be on we call it over here, they call it sauce, and I'm going to make some chicken wing sauce. So here in the Bahamas, this is a Bahamian food mostly that they have here. Maybe people do it home, but for me, I've never seen people done. We boil soup. Jamaican boil a lot of soup, but this is a sauce. It's consistent of some people use 2-3 different type of meat. Some use 2, some use 1. Today I'll be using chicken wings. I already washed them in vinegar, and I already put on the pot over here. After I wash it, I put on the pot over here. So I just go to scald them off. So whenever time you're cooking, remember this meat comes with all different type of substance on it. So you want to make sure you wash the meat properly, either with vinegar. Best vinegar. If you don't have it, use lime juice. You can use lime, you can use sour orange, whatever. Just make sure you wash off the meat, scald off those substances before. So now I'm putting them in the pot. I'm just going to scald them off, let it boil a little in this water, and then I'm going to pour off this water off it. So right there's a pot having a lot of water, but soon as it boils up, so I just scald it off, and then I'm just going to pour off that water and put back the meat to boil. So this is my version of how I'm doing it, but this is mostly of a Bahamian meal called sauce. So most of the time you could have this, like it's raining outside, it's a rainy weather, it can warm you up. You don't have to put a lot of ingredients like food, because it's more the consistency of mostly meat, but then the season for it, most definitely, you could use celery. However, I don't have any celery here with me now, but these are the ingredients that I have. As I said, you can cut up a celery, which is excellent with celery. Cut it up fine and put it in it and boil it too. So I have my onion, I have my pimento seed, which some say allspice, I have my bay leaf, I have my pepper. For the garlic, I just going to boil the garlic off. I already washed them with the meat. I just want to boil it down with the meat here while it's scalding off, and then I'm going to pour off that water. So when I pour off the water and I put on fresh water, these are going to be my ingredients. I have a piece of cassava, I have carrot, Irish, and sweet potato. Now it don't have to be carby. The thing about it, you use what you want to use in it, not too much carbs. So you don't have to use a lot of, you could take off the cassava and don't use any cassava. Sometimes I use cassava only, sometimes I don't. As I said, when I'm doing it for myself home, but I know I'm at work. So you have alternative what you can use. You can use a pure cassava with the meat and the carrot and the herbs if you want. You could just use Irish potato, sweet potato, whatever you choose to use, you could use, but you must use a lot of onion, lemon, or if you don't have lemon, you could use lime, bay leaf, and then I'm going to top it off for season with my complete season. Some use sheep tongue when cooking it, some use pig feet, some can use chicken foot. Whatever meat you choose to use, it is fine, it is perfect. So just make sure you, and then one of the key things to have some people who grind out their salt with their pepper, and they just use the salt and the pepper, because most people would not use the bouillon. Some don't use bouillon, but this is my way of seasoning it without salt. So sometimes you put a little salt, if you taste it and it still don't taste like it have as much salt, you tip a little salt to it. But the most way that they do it is to put the salt instead of the bouillon. I use the bouillon. It's have a white look when you prepare it. It's white. It's not like the regular soup where you're gonna say, oh, I need my soup to be colorful. No, don't watch the color of it. And it is a healthy version. At least you're boiling your food and you're boiling your meat instead of frying or anything like that. There's no oil involved, and it's a one pot. So you're coming home from work and everybody is tired and maybe cold here in the winter, or you just want something simple and easy. Scald off some meat, throw off the water, put it back to boil, pour whatever you have into it. Some people use seasoned salt, MSG. That's what we say, seasoned salt. Some say MSG. I don't use that season. So for me, I just use the bouillon, and then I'll tip a little salt. And the key, you must have as much lime or lemon, because it has to have a little sour taste to it. So you can have it at any given time for breakfast. It's even good for breakfast, because as I said, you do not use a lot of meat. When I say breakfast, I don't mean like early breakfast, like 9 o'clock, maybe like 10, 11 o'clock. You understand what I mean? Maybe you don't have a cup of tea already and then you want to have something. This is what you will have. So as I'm saying, you do what pleases to you and what works for you. Well, this is how I'll be doing it. I'll be pouring off the water, putting on it back to boil, put in my carrot, make it boil for a while, and then put in my cassava and my Irish potato with sweet potato. You don't have to use all the carbs, because you must have more meat with just a little food into it, and then you spice it up and with the pepper taste and the sour, but you left the who you're doing it for. The individual might like it very peppery, maybe sour, and you always serve it with a piece of lemon beside it, or a piece of lime, because some people like it extra sour. And it's more of a Bahamian meal, but as I said, this is my version. So stay tuned. Continue to watch and continue to support Leah Authentic Journey. And as I said, you will never be sorry, because I'll be teaching you and showing you how I done things my way. And I guarantee you, because I'm trying to go the healthy way, it will always work in your favor. Not all the time my meal is going to be healthy, because it's left up one preparing for however a person desire to have his or her meal. That's the way I'll do it for them. But I can show you my own version. Sometimes I cook at home in different ways. I cook at work. I might go on a day work and the person asked me to cook. Somebody might ask and call in and said, I would like to have some food prepared. Would you do it for me? However you want it, I'm going to prepare it for you, but I'm going to tell you the best way to do it. But I'm saying to you, this is the way, so stay tuned. So here now I throw off that water. I put on the fresh water, and it's cooking with the chicken wing and the carrot. So now I'm going to pour the onion. You see, a lot of onion. You want that strong taste. It's supposed to have that strong flavor taste. You're tasting the onion, you're tasting the bay leaf, you're going to be tasting the allspice, you know, you need. So don't watch the color, don't watch it just like it's a sauce. If you have flu, you could also drink this. My version, if I was doing it for me personal, is just the meat, the onion, the carrot, the celery. I don't use any like the cassava, or I normally use, you can use chocha. I think they call it chayota. That's the other name for chocha. Those like say use the less carby parts. If you're watching like you don't want certain types, a lot of carbs. So this is the way that I'm doing it, because I'm cooking at work, and I'm saying you have to cook how the people so desire it. So the thing about it for me, this is also healthy. It's a healthy. If you have a bad flu, you could just, you know, onion is always good. Cut up the amount of onion and boil it with some chicken, and you put a piece of celery in it, and you just have this soup, and you put the allspice in it, and you just flavor it down, and you could have that simple, taste nice, and then it's soothing for the throat, and it's good for your immune. So at the same time, that's also is a healthy way. This is a healthy way, only because I'm going to put the piece of cassava. Nothing wrong with having like a piece of carbs. You understand what I'm just giving you the different option and the different types of way that it can be done. So sometimes people drinking out and they having, you know, they just, okay, give me a cup of a sauce, and they will drink this. Some drink it before they start to drink at a party. So but back home we drink a lot of soup. Here they drink soup too, but sauce, a lot of sauce. So now I'm going to show you I had ingredients them now. I'm just gonna peel them. Yeah, I'm gonna peel all my other ingredients right now. I think you can see them right here. So I'm just gonna peel these. These are Irish potato. Make sure you wash and stuff them at all time. I keep emphasizing, I know, but I can't help it. You know, they don't need a lot of food in this. The cold weather is on. I know England is very cold, Canada is cold, America is cold at times. Even here in the Bahamas, not because it's a Caribbean, it's really cold at times too. And the cassava. Easy way of peeling cassava. Cassava isn't hard to peel, you just get behind it there. Well, easy as 1, 2, 3. Slip it in two. I remember my mother used to boil, used to use this to make starch from the cassava. Cassava is also used to make bami, and cassava can make pudding. Otherwise, some say corn, some say cassava bread. So, boy, we are really blessed. You know, despite things may not be the way that we want it, we have to understand how blessed it really is. Trust me, we are blessed. Especially the Caribbean countries. Yeah, especially in the Caribbean country, I must say. Some of these cassava, well, they buy food at the meat at the food store, but in Caribbean country, from time to time, you know that you get good. So people plant, and that is the most healthiest way to get your food. Nothing like homegrown. You know, homegrown is the best. This is a easy meal in no time at all. So I'm just going to pour in all this food now. You can see in the pot. Yeah, let's pour it in. And it's just a sauce. It's not supposed to be too thick. So I'm just pouring in the food right now. And then I can put in the bay leaf and the allspice. And I just gotta cover it and let it cook. Some say and let it boil. So before, you don't need the pepper yet. I'm gonna put the pepper on top of it. So as the pot 3/4. You put the pepper in and just let it boil. Green pepper would be good, because you could just boil it in there, and then when it's ready, you could just eat a little pick, and then you get just the flavor from it, And also just nice smell. But it doesn't matter once you put your pepper in. So you can see the allspice in it, and you see this is what it should look like. You could cut your food in very small to bite-sized pieces also. And for this you don't use no dough. No. It's not a soup. So normally you could cut the food in a little smaller to bite-sized piece. And you know that chicken wing don't take long to cook. So you don't want it to mash out on the bone one side, and you understand what I'm saying? So here you have it. So I'm just going to leave it now, make it go on boiling, and then I'll come right back to it. Whoa. I said I run the back there, you know. I just tidying up, and I said this fragrance just hit me. I smelling something, and I said, what smell like that? Then I remember, oh, my sauce is on the stove. And guess what I'm smelling? Oh my, I'm smelling the nice, lovely fragrance of this pimento, allspice as some would call it, the bay leaf. Oh, it smells so lovely. And just imagine the onion just boiling and every herbs together. And then, can you imagine if they have celery inside there? Oh my Jesus, can you imagine? And I said, it just smells so lovely. So, can you imagine the taste? And the lemon don't hit it as yet, you know. And right now I'm just going to drop the pepper right on top, so you can just imagine. So I'm saying to you, oh Jesus, you can try this. And if you're cooking this and you hear your church sister or your neighbor call, or your church brother, Brother John, Sister P, I come to pay your visit. It's a long while I don't see you. Lie. They stay next door and then smell your nice pot of cook. Then smell a nice fruit. They just smell something coming from next door, and then know you. And I come for some. But then too shame for beg you. And let me tell you something. Not be too stingy. Not be too mean. Don't talk to them through the window and talk about, hi, how you doing? It's COVID time now, so we can't open the door. Share some with them. But when they're reaching, you know, make sure to put them to sit down. And make sure they have their phone at their hand. And you make sure you tell them about Leah Authentic Journey. And you make sure then click that subscribe button. And make sure then click the like, share, and comment too. And make sure even the notification that next time when I post a video, then we'll see it themselves, and they won't come over and beg you any of your nice smelling sauce. So make sure you understand what I'm saying to you. Okay. And you see if they don't want to hit the notification button, now give them none one next time. Tell them to go over so to go try and go find Leah, and then we learn how to do it themselves. You hear what me say? The good books they we must share, you know. So you share my page and share and tell somebody, because that is sharing, you know. And remember, sharing is caring. So you hit that subscribe button for me, and remember to go and tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a neighbor, to tell one, and call your daughter or your son on the way and tell them, pick up either a piece of pig foot for you. You need some pig foot or some chicken wing or some chicken or some cow tongue, something, or some chicken foot to boil some sauce, because get what, rain and fall and the time is very chilly, and this will all warm you up. And you take a sip, you just look at that. Look there. The sauce. The healthy virgin. You know, I could even share something with you too. I don't wonder if I should share it with you. Because maybe I share it now. Me now see you come back over the next time because know me they want to share. Anyway, I'll give you a little sneak peek. You didn't know it's a ginger good for boiling a chicken and drink too. I now give full part of you because I mean, I want me to see you next time over there. So you have to continue to come over there for me and share with you. Okay? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification button. Oh my God, it smells good, my people. Oh yeah. It smells good. And not only smell good, I sure it tastes good too. Oh Jesus. Oh, now watch the look, you know. Look on it. I saw if it's there. No man, nobody I tell about oyster white and look water. Not a thing no go. So you just drop one chicken bouillon in it. And if you want to use a MSG, it is fine, but I don't use it. But you just drop your Maggi in this. Maggi chicken bouillon, just drop pour in it, depends on the size of pot. And if you taste like a fresh to you, tip a little salt and put a little pepper can to taste, and then squeeze in a lemon, because right now I'm squeeze in my lemon too. So you just a bubble up. Yeah, I squeeze in a lemon in it already. And you didn't need a little toops of salt, so I toops in a little. Toops in a little and for you too, man. Yeah, man, toops little. Now put too much doing because you don't want no high blood pressure. So again, if you have the flu, boil a piece of chicken. Cut up a celery in it. Cut up a onion. Put a little piece of garlic in it. Get one chocho. And you cut up a fine in it. If you don't have a chocho, forget about it. Put as much onion. And you put a little piece of pepper. You don't want not too much pepper. Take your peppers contour, you can take it, but when you have the flu, remember they take a cough every second. So you don't need that whole pepper in it. But when you don't have no flu, the pepper nice sweet flavor, brother, man and sister, I'm telling you. So you go over there, and you boil a little sauce, and you put it on your stove and right throughout the day. You can't eat no food that throat sore. You drink like this. That little something that the bay leaf and the allspice, which are with pimento. And you just something up in it and taste it, and make it tasteable and nice, and you just sip little and you will be alright. Two. Especially this corona will go along. Charlie better learn how to make home remedy. Start with your soup, your chicken foot soup. Yes, this ready. Just make it simmer a little bit more. But right now, you set a friend and come over and know and go drink and chat and play music and maybe watch the game. But on a pot of this, get your little bowl and you put it out. Everybody drink little in the cold weather and watch on a game. You don't have to be in a barbecue and wings all the while. You just enjoy this. And whatever meat, if a pig foot you want, yes, pig foot. I never say pig chatters, I never say pig feet. They say pig foot, yes. That's how we know it. You boil up your little thing, man, and I tell you. You don't have to put no cassava. You don't have to put nothing in it. Just make it how you want it. And whatever you want to put in it, turn it out how you want it. Just spin it up, man. But remember, and until then, this is a girl here. And this is how I boil my soup. Not my soup. This is how I make my sauce. Oh, sorry to say, my sauce. So all the best. And that's the finishing touch. It tastes good, you see? With the amount of lemon. Can be lime juice. And that's it. My sauce. From my kitchen to your kitchen. Stay tuned. Mwah. Peace out. Love over hate. All the time.